Hi everybody, welcome to another evening with Sips. Tonight, we're taking a look at Big Pharma. I don't know about you, I have been looking forward to this game coming out for quite some time, and I was lucky enough to be able to play it in some sort of like closed beta. I had some like advanced access to the game because I was so interested in playing it, and I've been enjoying it quite a bit. But now the embargo is lifted, and I'm allowed to make a video of it. So here it is, Big Pharma. I don't know what platform this is coming out on. I assume it's going to be on Steam as like maybe early access or maybe something like that, I'd imagine, possibly. Or maybe it's just like ready to go. I mean, it seems pretty solid. We'll have to see. I have no idea. If I find out more information, I will let you know. For now, let us jump in to a new game of Big Pharma and create our medicinal drug empire. Not to be confused with, illegal narcotics or anything like that. We're here to make prescription drugs and over-the-counter stuff. Like Advil. We're gonna make a lot of Advil. Okay, great. New game. Alright, so, this is pretty cool actually, the way that this works. You got like crippling deck quick start. So, you can do the tutorial, which, you might want to do if you want to know how to play the game. I sorta kinda know how to play the game because I've been playing it a little bit. So we can probably go for the beginner bottom line. So I can just show you like what's involved. And then you'll get some idea of how it'll work like later on in the game. Because it can get quite challenging sort of thing. The beginner stuff isn't like overly challenging. It's just sort of like learning the game mechanics and stuff. Alright, so we have to earn a total revenue of 1 and just like a million zeros after it. I can't even like at first glance say it's a million. It's a million. Okay. We have to earn total revenue of 1 million within 10 years. Sounds like a lot of money, right? But over the course of 10 years, for a big corporation such as the one we're about to create, that's small fry. Beginner, let's do it. Alright, so we start Big Pharma and our own Big Pharma by creating a company and assigning a CEO. So let's go for it. We're going to be called the Sipsco Big Drug Foundation or something. Great, and our chief executive officer is going to be Leonard? Jenny? Chen? Sasha. She looks smart. Orion. Look at that. He looks like a sleazy corporate dude, doesn't he? Just like wants to make all of the cash monies. Penny, a doctor. So obviously somebody who is really invested in curing people rather than profiting off the curing of people. And Barkley, who is just like an iron-fisted corporate beast from hell with a handkerchief in his breast pocket. He also has like some golden pins holding his whole coat and thing together. It's quite nice actually. He looks like a little bit of a man baby as well. He's got like a sort of a baby face, but like obviously is built a bit like Phil Mitchell. Great. And of course Tess, who is like the female alternative. She's also a corporate beast as well. Don't let the leather satchel and everything fool you. This woman means business. And we're back to Leonard. Leonard is hilariously wearing like Crocs. Look it. He's got like some like rubber flip-floppy sort of things going on here because he's like a scientist and he works in a lab. Alright, well let's just go with Leonard. Why not, right? Leonard looks pretty good. Looks like a pretty smart guy. Kind of guy that we want leading the Sipsco Big Drug Foundation. Excellent. We're ready to go. Alright, so we have our objectives. We have to earn 1 million before the 1st of January, 25. No problem. Alright, so Big Pharma. We start life in Big Pharma with a completely empty set of floors in our building, in our drug manufacturing building. So what we need to do is we need to set up a whole bunch of conveyor belts and machines and stuff to start producing the goods. We need to manufacture pills. We need to manufacture pills in a major way. We need to sell them to all of the sick people out there who need our pills. And we're going to make some huge ducats. It's going to be great. Alright, let's see what we're working with then. You always start by checking your ingredients because you get 2 randomly assigned to you at the start of every game. Alright, it looks like we have biodegradable Mercurox gas, which actually just looks like a bowl of grapes. And we also have sour citric acid amber, which looks like a bar of soap in a soap dish. Alright, This one relieves hypertension. This one calms acid reflux. Also has the side effect of inducing nausea. This one has an active side effect of inflaming your skin. So if we chose to go with this one, no matter what, this is active. See the little bars here? So skin inflammation, yes, 100%. There's no way around it. You would get skin inflammation here. This one, however, is not active, okay? You can move this bar around because look at, as you can see, the hypertension and the acid reflux aren't active either. So these active ingredients within this stuff has not been activated. So we're gonna have to process it so that it is active. So if we were to move like this bar over one to the left, it would activate the acid reflux property of this mercurox gas or whatever you call it. But then this little bar here would only move over one to the left as well and not activate the induces nausea. So actually, I would say that this is probably the better choice. But it depends. I mean, you might want to cure hypertension altogether. Anyway, we can go to cures and see which one is going to make us more money anyway. So hypertension is going to net us about $110 per pill sold. Whereas the acid reflux is going to net us $119 per pill sold. I know which one I prefer, so we're going to do it. Acid reflux. I mean, I don't know if you suffer with this in real life, but it is the worst. Okay, we are going to import some biodegradable mercurox gas. I cannot pronounce that word. Great. We're going to import it here to like this feeder thing. And we're going to set up a belt. Here we go. Our first bowl of grapes has arrived. It is Vipitox gas, and it looks like we have to decrease this by 1 to activate the acid reflux thing. All right, great. So first thing we want to do is build one of these, a dissolver in this case. So we're going to decrease the concentration by 1, which is going to activate that property. We can increase the concentration by 1, which will have no effect in this case because, increasing this, which is already like at the top of the scale, will do nothing. But decreasing it by 1, we'll put this little bar crucially into this green area here and activate the calms acid reflux. That's how it works, okay? So we're going to make a dissolver. We're going to place it right here, okay? And then we're going to hook the belt up. This is great. We're going to hook the belt up to this, and it's going to come out this other side, okay? So as we can see, the belt is just like slowly, I mean very slowly, putting our grapes into the dissolver. And look at this, we have like a health potion that's come out the other side. Great. And as we can see, calms acid reflux has been activated, and it's going to net us $119 for every pill we manufacture. Great. All right. So we have the potion. We can't sell the potion as it is. We actually have to create a maker here. I mean, we're early on in the game, so we only have access to the pill printer. So for now, acid reflux pills is the only thing that we can make. Great. We're going to make a pill maker. Perfect. We're going to hook it up to here, and then once the pill's been made, we're going to send it out the door. Here we go. So the potions go into the pill maker. This thing slams the potion into oblivion, and look at that. A nice pink pill comes out the other side. Great. We have a new product. It calms acid reflux. What is your product called? The Sipsco Stomach Pain Crusher. Holy shit. That sounds pretty cool, actually. Let's go for the Sipsco Stomach Pain Pain. I can't type. Pain be gone. Yeah? You like that? With an exclamation mark. It'll sell better. Great. Okay. We're now selling pink pills to the masses. All right. And there we go. We've got $83 for our first pill sold, $139 for our second pill sold, and so on and so forth. Little potions go in here, pills come out, and we now have an automated system for producing pain relief for people that have really bad indigestion. It is the worst. It is truly the worst. All right. Let's speed things up a bit so that this thing moves faster. Look at that. Because we now have like an assembly line. But as you can see, we got the potion going in, but it like almost misses a rotation. So like we're not being like super efficient right now. See, the pill goes out, but then this thing doesn't go straight after. We could be getting another pill out like in this downtime. So we're going to do that. We're going to have another pill printer set up here. Okay, check this out. So that more potions can go in here, and then they can come out the other side too. So now on every rotation of the belt, we're going to be selling a pill. So, and that's going to increase like our bottom line here. See, like we're in the green, 44, 37, 72, 64, 72. So we're already making more money than we were before, just by adding another pill maker and outputting these pills out here. It's great. This will be a report on what our competition is doing. This is the AI company who is directly rivaling our thing with the Medicorp Reflux Crusher. Not as good of a name as the Sipsco Stomach Pain Be Gone, but there you go. Alright, I mean, we can check them out. It looks like they've also introduced some sort of blood pressure buddy, which is the dumbest name for a blood pressure pill I've ever heard in my goddamn life. But let's just check Megacorp's stupid ass. Come on, Medicorp. Alright, so they have a cure rating of C for their Reflux Crusher, also for their blood pressure buddy. It looks like they're selling 30 Reflux Crushers and 14 blood pressure buddies per month, okay? And then we have the Sipsco Big Drug Foundation, which is obviously the better company, selling a very similar in rating product for stomach ulcers and possibly indigestion and shit like that. Alright, great. Back to production. We can always go into here, into this cures thing, and see how we're doing as well. So we definitely know we have a product that is calming acid reflux. And we can just like hover over here and see that we're selling 30 and Medicorp Reflux Crusher is selling 30. We have 22% saturation in this market currently, but we're only servicing 60 of a potential 2,735 people that suffer with this affliction. So there's still work to be done here. I mean, that's the thing. We've only got one assembly line for this right now, but there's nothing stopping us from setting up like another one. So we can expand. Okay, perfect. Look at that. We get a whole bunch of new bays as well, so we can get a very, very similar setup to what we have here, set up down here, so that we can sell 60 pills per month instead of 30. Make even more money, which is great, because we have to invest in like other shit as well. It's gonna be fantastic. All right, fine. So we'll have it come out of here. We'll have it go into, once again, the dissolver, because that's how it's going to work. It's going to come out of here, and then it's going to go up here to here, I guess. We need to make sure that we import the bowl of grapes as well. We're going to import it. Great. Importing bowl of grapes. Excellent. We want to get 2 pill makers, or 2 pill printers, sorry. And this is what I've found to be pretty efficient. I mean, it's up to you if you want to take efficiency tips from me. I don't have a proven track record, but I think I'm onto something with this one. Because look now, there's pills like everywhere. See, once they start going in here, once this whole thing gets running, see, look at that. We're never gonna miss a beat now. Every rotation of the belt, we're selling a pill. Or in this case, we're selling 2 pills now, because we've basically doubled up here. Okay, great. So, as we can see down here, we got the money is rolling in. We're making money against our objective as well. We need to make $1 million overall, so we're gonna have to do some crazy shit to get to that. And if we go into cures, once again, we take a look at acid reflux, which we're dealing with now. We're now making 51, 52, it'll get up to 60. So we'll supply 60 pills per month and help cure these people, and of course increase the saturation of this particular market as well, but that's fine. Freaking great, right? No? What do you guys think? So far, so good? Due to unseasonably hot weather, grain silos are exploding on farms across the country. This is agitating asthma sufferers and causing an increase in coughs amongst the surrounding populace. Oh shit, that is some great insider knowledge. If only there was some way that we could make a drug to help these people who are in need at this point in time, and also make just like a ton of money off them. Alright, so, as I was saying in the beginning, we have access to 2 ingredients, but that's not where it stops. We can come here, we can send Indiana Jones's wife here off to all of these different locations across the world to help us discover new bugs and plants that we can extract all of the very important medicines from. So, for instance, if we want to send Indiana Jones's wife to discover the dragon beetle somewhere out there in the jungle or whatever, we can. We just have to hire her first, send her out there, and then it'll take her some time to actually explore and come up with this. But we'll get an ingredient with applications for skin medication. Likewise, there's an infection medication here, body response medication, psychological medication, which might be useful, sexual health medication as well. Finally get rid of all of those warts all over your balls and your dick and stuff. We're gonna have to send 5 times Indiana Jones's wife out to find all this stuff. But see, some of these have like these little symbols here. They have these like little symbols. They're called catalysts in the game, and sometimes they're needed to upgrade your drugs. So like if I go into cures here, and see we got this pill now, which is calming acid reflux. We could do one better. And develop a pill that alleviates stomach ulcers, which will net us $267 per pill, which is great. But the only way we can do that is to upgrade this process with an evaporator, so that we get this. And we'll do that like right now, because we actually probably do want to upgrade our acid reflux pills to alleviate stomach ulcers. Possibly as well. You can mix them all together. Like later on in the game, you can actually mix pills all together and have like something that, cures your acid reflux, also alleviates stomach ulcers, and soothes cold symptoms, and maybe is an antidepressant as well. You can go crazy later on in the game, but we're at the very basic point of the game, so you can't do any of that stuff now. All right, great. So let's invest in getting some sort of stomach ulcer alleviation product created. So we're gonna need some space. So we're gonna spend $3 grand on some additional space, because this whole process here is gonna have to be replicated. But then we're gonna also have to get an evaporator, which I don't think we actually have at the moment. We do have an evaporator. Great. Okay, we don't even need to do any research or anything. We should be able to get these pills out straight away. Okay, great. So we definitely want to import a bowl of grapes again, because it's part of the whole thing to calm acid reflux. And then we're going to send it through an evaporator straight away, pretty much. So the pre-requirements are that it has 16 to 18 sort of beakers or whatever. And by default, it has 20. So we're going to have to lower the concentration down to where it's between 16 to 18. Once it's at that point, we send the bowl of grapes through the evaporator, and then it comes out with these properties here. The alleviate stomach ulcers, and will make us more money. It's gonna be fantastic. All right, so we're looking for 16 to 18. So first thing we need to do is import grapes from here, and we're gonna get them onto the belt straight away. Click on them. Okay, so we're at 20. We need to decrease this stuff. So to decrease, we need to send it through a dissolver, and we're probably gonna have to send it through a dissolver a couple times, because it's at 20. We need to get into the 18 range, so that's fine. So if we send it through twice, it should come out the back of this dissolver, the second dissolver, with 18 beaker points, because we're decreasing the concentration. Okay, great. So see, 18 beaker points, but it's also activated the calms acid reflux property. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. What we want to do next is send it through evaporator, because it's at the point now where it can be upgraded by going through an evaporator. So we want it to go like into here, and we'll see what it looks like when it comes out of the evaporator. Look at that. It has evaporated the beaker, and it's turned it into a bowl of, I don't even know what that is. All right. It is now thincamycin quartz, which is completely different to what went in before, right? It went in as a Vipitox essence. It's come out as a thincamycin quartz, but now look at this. We have alleviate stomach ulcers, but it's going to take some work to get it activated. Look at that. We're going to have to decrease this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, okay? We can't set up 7 of these things here. There's just no room. So we're going to have to actually go in and research something better. So the agglomerator, okay, this will increase the concentration by 3, but we've got an ionizer here which will decrease the concentration by 3. That's what we want to do. So instead of having like 6 or 7 dissolvers, we can have 2 ionizers do the job for us instead. But it's going to take 3 months to develop, and we have to hire a scientist. But it's fine. We got tons of money. We got way more than enough money. Okay, great. We're going to hire one scientist, and we're going to assign that scientist directly to researching an ionizer. Some stuff, like, you need to assign more scientists than others or whatever. And look at all the research. There's tons of research. This is just the very basic research as well. Later in the game, you get, like, way more research. It's crazy. So you get an analyzer. We can develop creamer, so we can make, like, a soothing cream for somehow your indigestion, possibly, if that's the way that you want it to go. I think you can make more money off doing it anyway. All right, so this guy is slowly researching the ionizer. It's going to be ready pretty soon. In the meantime, let's go back to production and see what the hell Megacorp is up to. The dust is starting to subside, so people with coughs and asthma should start to recover, okay? That's good news. One of our competitors, Medicorp, has released a new product, Medicorp Gastro No More. Oh shit, it looks like they've also moved into the field of stomach ulcers. Damn it, okay. We've already got a bit of competition here because they've introduced the Gastro No More, which is going to be in direct competition with what we're trying to do. They've got their cure rating at a C. We might be able to get ours a little bit higher than that. Let's try anyway. It looks like they've also introduced a rash. Medicorp is crazy, by the way. They're going so fast, and it's because I'm trying to explain everything. That's why. That's my excuse. An insidious disease is gripped the nation, and it's called yoga. Oh my god. The Zen-infused population are becoming less reliant on medication to treat their migraines, anxiety, and hypertension. So expect demand for these treatments to drop. Okay. So as you can see, it's like random things that happen in the world which, you know, increase and decrease the demand for your products and stuff as well, so you gotta be versatile. One of our competitors, Medicorp, has released a new product, Medicorp Hypertension Decreaser. Holy shit. It's like an actual cream. These guys are, like I said, these guys are fucking crazy. They're just developing everything left, right, and center. It doesn't really matter too much, though. It's not going to sort of impede our ability to make any money. So we just have to wait now for our research to come through so that we can build 2 of these things. Decrease this down to activate the alleviate stomach ulcers property. Maybe, well, I think if we get it like to there, it'll be like at least a C grade product. And that should be fine. And then we'll be making 267 bucks per pill sold. And in the meantime, we're all obviously selling these other pills that we're manufacturing as well for the, I can't even remember now. What was it for again? Acid reflux. So we can go one better as well. We can research the autoclave, which actually looks like it says Auto Dave, which is kind of cool. And we can make an appetite suppressant. How you go from alleviating stomach ulcers to appetite suppressant, I have no idea. I guess if you eat less, your stomach ulcers won't bother you so much. So it's not so much of a cure. It's just like a bit of a workaround. Research complete. Great. The ionizer is ready to go. So we can build, what did we say we needed? 2 of these things? Anyway, they're ready to go. Decreases concentration by 3. Perfecto. I'll spin this around so that it goes through here, like, this way? That should be fine. And then it can come out and go this way. And we should be good. That can't go there. What am I doing? This might have to go like this as well. Possibly. We'll see. This can go like this, actually. Okay, great. That should fit. Alright, so we want this to come around like this. We'll get rid of this one. That'll go through there. It'll come out here and go through this again. So we can see the whole process, what we end up with. Okay, so we've now got essence that's come down by 1. We might need to send this through one more time, actually. And, of course, we've activated the induces nausea as well. So this actually does have to go through one more time. So we're going to have to move this. And we're going to have to move this as well. See, you've got to, like, sort of plan where you're going to put shit. Because you run out of space, like, really quickly. So we probably want this to come down, like, here. Go in like that. Or do we want it to, like, come down like this? We're not going to use that exit for now, so it probably should be okay. Alright, so it can come like that. And then we're going to have to send it through another dissolver, because we need to decrease the concentration even further. So it can go through this dissolver like this. Possibly. We might need to, like, replan some of this. Okay, it's going to go through here, and then it's going to pop out down here, and then we can make our pill. Because I think we're ready to go at this point. Yes, alleviate stomach ulcers. Perfecto. Alright. We'll get the pill maker set up. Oh my god, it's not going to fit. It's not going to fit. We're going to have to, like, just shove it in here somewhere. Oh my god. Okay. We can maybe, like, shove it in here, but it's not going to be, like, super efficient. But it's okay. We just want to get this product out there on the market. Oh my god, look at how horribly inefficient this is. And I mean, straight away, we can already say, hang on a second, we don't need 2 of these. We could just use 1 of these instead. And then maybe it'll have gone down enough so that... Okay, well, anyway, the product is ready. So this is the Sipsco Gastroenteritis Crusher. Why don't we just call it the Sipsco Gut Bomb? Great. Okay, we're gonna name it. Perfect. And now Megacorp is like super mad, and they've responded by making Ithk no more. Nice. And also Sore Throat no more. Sort of going for the old Be Gone approach. kind of like I did. Copying bastards. Okay, so what we're left with is this like really long convoluted system to get stomach ulcer alleviation prepared for 287 big ones. Okay, so there's other ways of staying like pretty tight with your money, or well, increasing profitability and stuff, and that's lowering costs. So you see every time they go through like one of these things, it costs like $10 for this to be used, $20 for the pills to be made, $20 for pills to be made here, $10. It all starts to add up, right? And like, look at these, $35 as well. So what you can do, go into research. We've got a scientist that was developing the ionizer, who's now done, of course. And when you've got idle scientists, they just build up these research points, right? So with the research points, you can actually upgrade stuff. So, for instance, we could upgrade the ionizer so that instead of every time something goes through it costing $35, it's only going to be $32 instead. Sounds good to me. We're going to save a lot of money. Same with dissolvers. We're using a lot of them right now. Might as well save a bit of money when they're going through. And we're definitely going to need this at some point, so we're going to send old Stan here to start researching this as well. We'll probably do with like researching some new ingredients as well. We're going to hire Indiana Jones's wife, and we're going to send her off to the jungle to discover the dragon beetle and cures for rashes and shit like that. Great. Excellent. So our profitability has taken a little bit of a hit, but it's fine because it's all in the name of progress and science. We're using all the money that we've made off selling all of our cool pills and stuff to making more money and seeing it through. All right, so for the rest of this now, we're at the point where we could just leave the game running forever, and eventually we would make more money than we needed to within the 10 years or whatever. Or we can just keep expanding, and we probably should keep expanding, actually. We could do with tightening this up a little bit so that it's more efficient. We could definitely have 2 pill makers sending these pills out, and then we can replicate this system possibly over here as well. Buy this for $4,000. Get all of it ready so that we're pumping out even more of these. I mean, if we go to cures and we see how many of these are going out, stomach ulcers, it looks like we're producing 15 and Medicorp is producing 15 per month. That's not a lot. Look at all the people that need this care currently. Saturation is only 22%, so we could set up like 2, maybe even 3 more of these and make like a shit ton of money, and then start possibly looking at getting the appetite suppressant research, because all we need is an autoclave or an autodave, however you like to look at it. I'm pretty sure autodaves are up here, so it takes a little bit of researching. We'd have to hire a whole bunch of scientists and like work our way through the trees. So we need alternative delivery, we need advanced processing, and then autoclave. But once we got this thing up and running, we can unlock and upgrade to the appetite suppressor, which will make us like just a shit ton of money, and we'll be done with this in like no time. All right, excellent. All right, well, all that stuff I said, basically I will do, and we will be back shortly to see the results. Alright, so a little bit of time has passed. We've refined the process for making these pills for the stomach ulcer pain alleviation. The Sipsco gut bomb that we so lovingly called it. Anyway, we replaced all of the dissolvers with these things here, the ionizers. We have all of the process in place. Pretty much as efficient as it's going to get now, and we've replicated it 2 other times. So this is the original one, which has now been fixed. So it goes through the ionizer, goes through the evaporator, and then goes through 2 more ionizers to come out the other end here, where it can alleviate stomach ulcers. And then, of course, the pills come out of the 2 pill makers, which I think is a little bit more efficient for getting money in on every rotation of the belt sort of thing. So we've just done the exact same thing here. We've got the stuff coming in from here, from this little chute here. See, little thing. It's coming through here, the whole system, and then back out the other side. And then once again here as well, it's going through the whole system that we developed, and it's coming out the other side. And we're making $344 every time we make a pill. Fucking fantastic, isn't it? So, $267 with a at 108%. That's what it's coming out at. We're producing 90 of these things a month, while Medicorp is just floundering around there producing 15 for whatever goddamn reason. Not bad, right? I mean, the market saturation has gone up a little bit, but we're still making pretty good money. We're in the green. Look at that. We're making a lot of money per day, per week, or whatever. We haven't had to take out a loan or anything crazy like that. We've also sent female Indiana Jones out to discover the beetle, and it's come back, and we can have a rash-soothing bowl of grapes, courtesy of her. Look, she's just lounging around here. Look, she's collected up 5 air miles in her downtime, which is great, which means that we're importing a lot of this stuff. Look, it's costing us $52 every time we import stuff. We can get this down by 10% just by upgrading it using our air miles. Should we do that? Yeah? Great. It's down to 42 now. Perfect. So we come out on the floor here, and our big drug lab is producing the goods for far less money than it required before, which is great. We've also got some research on the go here. We've just sent Stan and his brother into research alternative delivery. And now we're going to send all 3 of them into advanced processing so that we can get this autoclave here. Oh, God, I think we need this one as well. Basic auxiliary. Jeez, that's annoying. All right, fine. We'll get that one too. So the red line here means that we need both of these to get to here for whatever reason. And then once we've done that, we can get to the old autoclave, which is something else that we need as well. If we want to make like our final pill. We might not even need to do that though, because look at that. We're over halfway there. We're well ahead of schedule with earning our $1 million. So we'll be back in a minute while the whole system ticks along. See if we can get some research done and whatever, and we'll come back to see this finish. It's a very satisfying thing, trust me when I say this. Alright, and there we go. We're getting very, very close to achieving our objective. Sadly, our research wasn't fast enough. If you can see here, I did research basic auxiliary and advanced processing, and Stan and all of his brothers are now in the middle of researching the autoclave, but it's too late. We're not going to be able to get into the appetite suppressant market, but we have completely and utterly dominated the stomach ulcer market this time around. It has been really something else. Look at that, 150 pills per month made, all off the back of buying up all these floors, rinsing and repeating with a process that worked, and whammo, objective complete. Isn't that satisfying? See what I mean? See what I was talking about? Look, it turns green. It says that it's complete. Excellent. You don't need to like stick around or anything. You can if you like. You can stick here and just do like sandbox mode until the end of time if you want. Or you can simply leave the game and... Holy shit. Do you not live for that? Like, do you not see this and just think, okay, challenge accepted. I have to get a green line against all of these now. And I just need to play this like forever now. It's fucking great. It is a really, really, really good game. It tremendously solid and polished for what it is as well. I mean, having it in early access and everything, I can't recommend it enough. When it becomes available to buy, or even if you want it on like early access or whatever, on Steam or wherever it ends up being purchasable, I would say go for it. If you like these kind of games and stuff like this, it's definitely worth it. The intermediate, advanced, quick start, whatever, crippling debt options all sort of like open up more research options, different things, pill mixing. There's all sorts of shit that you can do in this game for like a better challenge as well. Even the beginner stuff is just quite fun to work through, figure out how things work, get like these big crazy assembly lines going and stuff. Really awesome. Big Pharma, like I said, game I've been looking forward to, a game that's been on my radar for some time, and I was just completely stoked to get early access to it and be able to play it sort of before the embargo lifted. I've been enjoying it a lot in my spare time, and will continue to do as well. I mean, we can play this on stream if you like. I can do a couple more videos, maybe like in the later stages of the game when things get like harder and, you know, the contraptions become a little bit more complex or whatever. But I hope you like that. I hope you're as excited for this game as I am. And I'm glad that I got to make a video to show you all about it. Sort of like really early after the embargo is lifted as well, which is not normally something that I do. Great. All right. Well, like I said, hopefully you enjoyed that. Let me know. Leave me a comment or something on Reddit or whatever. Let me know what you thought of the game, if you're excited for it, whatever. Thanks as usual for watching, and I'll see you next time.